Hi guys, I have a library haul for you today. Well, I actually bought one book, but the rest of them are all library books. So I am kind of on restriction to not buy any more books. I gotta start reading the things that I do have, which I have been really doing here lately. So I decided to get a few things from the library, especially audios because they're so expensive. I can't buy them, that's for sure. If you remember, or if you've seen our other videos where we've talked about a couple of us on the YA Fiction Freaks group, a couple of us have an hour drive to work and an hour drive home. So we decided this year in our book challenge for 2010 that we would actually include audiobooks, because basically we waste 2 hours a day, and why waste that time if you can put in an audio or put it on your iPod, listen to an audio that whole time, then you're actually getting to basically to read the whole time. When you're a reader, it's really hard to adjust to an audio, so that took a little while, and I'm starting to enjoy it now, but it's really a lot different. It's hard to imagine how different it is from where you're actually reading it to then all of a sudden listening to somebody reading it to you. So I'm starting to get used to that. Some audios are better than others because if you don't like the voice of the person reading or the way they read it, Forest of Hands and Teeth, oh my gosh, I listened to that on audio and I absolutely loved it. Jesse's listening to it on audio. She knows exactly what I mean now. And Spencer is listening to it on audio. He won't let me do a review until he gets it done. So he wants to do the review with me because he's really liking it too. If you have not read Forest of Hands and Teeth, a review will be up in a couple of days by us. But I've got to tell you, read it. And if you can get your hands on the audio, and even if you've read the story, you should listen to the audio because the girl is just perfect. It's like she is Mary and she's actually talking to you, and it's just heart-wrenching. The girl does some different voices with the other characters. I loved it. The book is so beautifully written anyway, and the girl actually reads it just beautiful. So check that out. Well, first I'll show you the book that I bought. And if you are a fan on our YA Fiction Freak Facebook page, this is our featured book for the day, so you can read the first sentence of the book. Also, we always put book trailers on our Facebook pages, and Before I Fall is actually, you can go to our Facebook page and watch the book trailer. Of course, you can find it on YouTube also, but if you go to our Facebook page, you can see the book cover, the first sentence of the book, and the book trailer. So it's all right there. So check it out and become a fan. It's called Before I Fall. I really like the cover. The girl is beautiful. I love the picture. I don't know how well the camera picks that up, but you can see the little freckles on her face, really pretty green eyes. But this is a debut book, and it's by Lauren Oliver, and it's basically the girl is reliving the day that she died, and she has to do that 7 days. And that's all I know about it, so I'm really, really wanting to read this. It's kind of a medium-sized book. It's hardback because it just came out hot off the press, so check that out, guys. Now for my library books, I have Cathys' book, which I had heard Brandy Marie 88 talking about on one of her reviews. And if you can see here, it has a bunch of little clues, different things that you can look at that apparently Cathys talks about in her book. This is a really neat book. It's got a lot of, if you can see it there, it's got a lot of like little drawings and doodlings. You can actually, there's actually if you have an iPod Touch, you can actually get an app for this book, and it's really interactive and it looks pretty cool. You should check it out on iTunes. But here's the very back of the book. There is a book trailer. I don't know a lot about this actual story except for on the book trailer it says that the girl, I think somebody is missing or died or something. There's some kind of mystery around it. And she calls the police and they don't believe her. She's worried about her book. It's missing. And they kind of say, well, go to the library and get it. So but it's really written neat, and it's like a journal, and I'm looking forward to reading that. This is the hardback. This is actually the softback, and I got both from the library because, I don't know, because I'm weird. I wanted to see what the difference was, and I was glad I did, because it's got some like waxy type pages in it and some things. It's different, so I wanted to check both out. If I really enjoy these books, I'm going to buy them at some point. I have Cathys Key. It's a hardback, and it actually has the little sample things in it too. See, here's a guest check. There's a hospital band. Don't know what that's about. There's a little like coin. Looks like a bus token. So that's really cool. If you can see all that. And this one's book 2. It's called Cathys Key. And then book 3 is called Cathys Ring. The other book I got was Willow. And actually, you can see I got this on audio. And it's about, as far as I know, it's about a girl who cuts herself. And so the cover really drew me in, and Jessica bought the book, and so I wanted to check it out. That's one I'll be listening to. 13 Reasons Why on audio. I'm going to be listening to this one. Also, Jessie bought this one, and I've heard a lot about it, and wanted to check it out. And then the other one I got on audio that I'll be listening to is by Melissa Marr, Wicked Lovely. I actually own this book, but I thought she's actually one of the authors that's coming in September that we get to meet. And so I thought I've got to get this book in, so I just got it on audio. And then I'm actually listening right now to The Summoning by Kelley Armstrong, and I'm really enjoying that. I love the girl's voice. It's kind of different sounding, and the way she reads it and the way she says the words, I'm really enjoying. But I'm actually reading Bad Girls Don't Die. If you go to our website, it tells you what each of us on the YA Fiction cast is reading. It's by Alender, and I'm only, if you can see that, I'm only like, I'm only on chapter 5, but I'm really liking it. I like how it's written, and I love the cover. But here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. So, don't read The Summoning and Bad Girls Don't Die at the same time. Or don't listen to one of them and read the other one. Unless you're, I guess, way smarter than me. I don't know what it is, but, well, they're both paranormal. They're both, from what I'm not that far into this one, but the girl's kind of seeing some freaky things, and I'm pretty sure this is about ghosts or dead people or something. And The Summoning is about ghosts, and dead people. So I'm getting the stories like after I start listening to The Summoning, then I get home and I'm reading this one. I have to kind of readjust my mind and think, okay, wait a minute, these are the characters and this is what's happening. Every time I try to tell somebody about this book, or I talk about reading it, I want to say, big girls don't cry, or bad girls don't cry, or bad girls, or big girls don't die. Because of that old 50s song, do you guys know that? Big girls don't cry, big girls, they don't cry. Okay, as you know, I'm not trying out for American Idol anytime soon. But I wonder if whoever named this book thought about Big Girls Don't Cry, the song, because probably so. That's probably where they got the title and just switched it to Bad Girls Don't Cry. See, I just did it. Bad Girls Don't Die. I love the title. It's awesome, but it makes me want to sing the song, and it gets that song in my head every time I pick this book up. So, it's crazy. Tell me if you guys do that too, or if I'm just crazy. So, one more time, I've just got to tell you, Forest of Hands and Teeth, you have to try it, by Carrie Ryan. And this was my library / one bought book haul, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, so happy reading!